What's this? Toxicity back at it again with another video? Bro, I must have smoked some crap because I have been pumping these videos out. But this is my second video in like a few days. Anyway, one of the things that I think that I hate, and this is not coming out of it, but I hate this, is that I guess it's the double standard on Roblox. How the Roblox community treats certain games versus how they treat other games. This is the why good games fail and bad games rise, because it's purely opinion based. The statement is based on what that person think is a good game versus what another person think is a bad game. So I've been seeing this statement over like over like a year now, for like 2 or 3 years, and it all originated with Blox. Is that back in the day, Blox, I remember when Blox only had the first sea and maybe like a few islands, because I remembered when Marineford got added. I remember when the Whitebeard boss got added. I remember all of those stuff. And back in those days, it was like, yeah, Blox existed, but nobody cared. Like, nobody cared that this game existed, because at that time there wasn't anything like. At that time, more and more games like Blox were coming up, but Blox were the original ones like it. There have been many bandit beaters before. Most Roblox games were like that. I must say filled with obbies. Actually, no, sorry, it was obbies. Then came the wave of bandit beaters. But so then, back in the day, nobody cared about Blox. Nobody didn't give it much of attention. But as the game grew, I started seeing resentment towards the game, and I hate that. Like, every YouTuber that spills this narrative, I think it's wrong. That you didn't care about the game before, but because the game started to get more popular, people started hating the game, and I'm like, why? And this is a narrative that I'm trying to say, is that these games that get popular, because those games are not the games that other people want to get popular, those games are regulated to the cheap bargain bin of the Roblox world, when in my opinion that's just not okay. Just because you don't think a game has your qualities doesn't mean it's bad. And yes, I enjoy Blox, no matter that it's a bandit beater. I don't mind, it's okay. I don't play the game religiously. Literally, I haven't played the game in like months. I'm turning into a year I haven't touched the game, but I still go on and play the game on and off. I still enjoy myself. I still just like farming. And it's like, why is it that when certain other games do this, it's okay, but when other games do it, it's bad, it's this, it's that. And this has nothing to do with the actual brothers that run Blox. I'm not talking about their behavior or anything like that, because we do know that they scammed their entire community out of the dragon food, which that was so dumb. I don't know how old these guys are, but I don't know if they stop to think that they might be opening themselves up to a lawsuit. I don't like that shit was so dumb. I don't think, like, I honestly believe it wasn't on purpose. That shit was so dumb that the IQ level needed to come up, program, and execute is just in the negative region, because at that point you're opening up yourself for a lawsuit. Anyway, skip past that. So the reason I talk about double standard is that I remember when Shindo Life came out, this game was everywhere, and straight up, Shindo Life is the Naruto bandit beater. Shindo Life is the Naruto Blox. It literally is, and nobody can change my mind about that. All you do in the game is spin, beat bandits, level up. That's literally it. I'm putting stats. There is nothing different from Blox versus Shindo Life. It's literally the same thing. But yet, for some reason, Shindo Life is okay, but Blox is a problem. And not just that, Shindo Life is pay to win. Before the World Brothers started giving out all of these big ass codes, I wanted to understand, if you didn't have certain bloodlines, if you didn't have a certain bloodline or a certain from a certain clan or a certain power, you could just not play PvP. It was literally impossible. You would get washed. I was farming the tail beast. This was specifically Shikaku, Gen 3 Shikaku, the one with the bleach. I remember when I was farming that. It took me around 2 months to get the Shikaku tail beast drop. 2 months of straight grinding to get one drop from one of the tail beasts. Do you understand how bad and retarded that was? Like, like, uh, that's the thing when I talk about double standard. It's like, why is this okay? And this is another thing when GPO came out. No, GPO is seen, GPO has caught a lot of flack. But when GPO first came out, it was called the Blox Roots killer. Why? And yet GPO is Blox Roots with better graphics. Hell, I think GPO is worse because the grinding is way, like the grinding. I could never do GPO. I could never do it. The grinding in that game is so atrocious that I just cannot do it. The drop chance, retarded. I would rather play Blox Roots because I can grind easier and get more. And if we're talking visuals, Blox Roots isn't even that far behind when it comes on to VFX. So like, it's like all of this shit combined. It's like I'm watching from a bird eye view and I'm like, why does this double standard exist? Like, and the good game versus bad game divide, it's like say you cannot just say a game is bad because you don't think the game does not deserve the success that the game got. It just doesn't make any sense. This is an illogical way of thinking. Because that same thinking can be spun on anything. Oh, I don't like Jailbreak. That means Jailbreak is a bad game and all the players that played it are brain dead retards. That mean brain dead retards. Like, it's like, you don't know what other people like or what people have time for. Listen, I don't have time to farm GPO. I don't have time to sit and spin on Shindo Life. And another thing is that with Shindo Life, since you had to get the bloodlines purely from spinning, you couldn't get any other thing. I remember something that Nasu said again, where he said that he literally had to stop making content on Shindo Life because getting the new bloodlines, it was becoming harder and harder and harder. And yes, this is true. It just kept going up, and up. It was almost becoming impossible to get some of the new bloodlines. I stopped too because that was all that was. You spin, you either rank up, prestige, reset. I don't care what you call it. Reset. You try out different bloodlines. You beat bandits, level up, reset. It's literally the same fucking thing. It was literally the Naruto of Blox Roots. Once again, you can have any opinion that you want, but just because you think a game doesn't deserve its success doesn't mean the game has to be a bad game. I am tired of this. Is that like people don't have preferences anymore? Like even Souls RNG. Listen, I don't give two shits because any dev that decided to come up, any dev that decided to come up with the idea of Souls RNG would have. And I fully believe that the developers of Soul RNG didn't even expect the game to get that popular. The anime and this community in Roblox will think that these developers are fucking working some kind of ancient voodoo rituals that just make their games get popular out of artificial means when it's just natural. People, listen, I never played Soul RNG. I went to the game, I do not understand it, but whatever. If anybody can enjoy the game, they can enjoy the game. But it's like people are calling the developers retards. I remember, and I hated this Eclipse video. I hated his Soul RNG video because he called the developers of Souls RNG retards. Was that necessary to call them retarded? What? Because players decided to play their game? I don't know. Once again, this video does pretty much a rant. The double standard is it's egregious. The double standard is so egregious. But anyway, once again, guys, I tell you, I'm gonna be pumping these videos out like crazy. I'm gonna try to get more edited videos out though, so promise. She would raise you if you knew. Can't get no life with her, cause it say that I'm a hater.